It's better now. It's a little bit better, a little stronger. Anyway, hey guys, this is Space from Spacesbox.com. I'm trying to get to Innovex, this event. I'm also trying to I'm trying to get to Innovex. I'm also trying to get to other things. I this is I was trying to get to my nieces and nephews' graduation from college. It looks like I missed that opportunity to get to my niece who graduated from high school. I had a nephew that graduated from college, and I think that I missed both of those. And then my niece that graduated with her PhD. I don't know if she already had that already yet. Or then I wanted to go to Olin to see the Rotary clubs of Goodby and Maryhome and be able to tell my story and all, and maybe reconnect and tell them about Rancho Santa Margarita, maybe Amarillo, Texas, and Mission Viejo. Those are the places I've been living in, probably Highlands Ranch. Tell them about stories about those things. I'd like to reconnect with Olin, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to him. I haven't been there since high school. I haven't been there in 30 years. Also, I'd love to talk to him about the things I enjoyed when I was there, is the Viking land, going to Sweden and going to Stockholm, but also other things that were neat about the schools and learning different things at the schools and trying to adapt and overcome. And yeah, I never learned Swedish really well. I can say, yeah, heter Michael. My name's Michael. Vad heter du? What are you up to? How are you doing? Or do? But I can't speak a lot of language. It gets mixed up with my Spanish that I've learned. But I was also a kid that at one age was when I was 8 years old. My mom took me to speech and hearing, or I was younger. I went to speech and hearing in Amarillo, Texas, and learned how to re-speak. And for some other reason, I've always had problems speaking. I stutter sometimes. Sometimes I don't. I am also disabled. I hear voices. I fight every day on it. But I try to make my life the best I can. I'm trying to get sponsorship to get to these events. I'm also trying to do it financially with my own money. I love to meet you and introduce you. I'm a great guy. And I think I'm well worth being your friend and somebody worthy of being somebody that you can trust. I'm trying to get also to these Computex, but the only problem with Computex is I would love to see more stuff on other than just AI. I think AI is everything great about AI right now, but most of it's chatbots, and if chatbots aren't really that interesting, some AI stuff is amazing, but then again, my issue, if you look at Michhaelguldelive, you'll see that I'm worried more about robots, AIs being complete robots, and if AI is a complete robot and has sense, smell, and everything a person can do, then what makes it different from a person? And then let's look at if this same robot was back in the 1860s, 1850s, it would be a slave. And then that's 1860. Would it at 1864, when the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment occurred, would it become a free citizen? I think it would become a free citizen, because if it had self-awareness and it had all those things that would make us human, a robot, then it would become not a device, that would become a entity. Even we have disabled people that, are still, physical people. And, we have also non-disabled people and then we have, and there might be imps. And then, if imps are real, then they are real. Then in they could be slaves before the 1860s, but after the 1860s, they would be, not slaves, because they're sentient beings. Anyway, please check out Player Live 6365. Please check out the multi-output plugin. I've been using that to send streams both to the Michhaelguldelive on Audible, I think it's called, and then also I've been trying to look for other places to send my stuff, maybe here too. And then we can also send stuff to other places. I can also send it to, I was sending stuff to Facebook Live, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then I was sending it I even looked at doing it on X, but you have to pay to do it on X, and you have to pay to do it on some of these other streaming platforms. And I was trying to do it maybe to stream to Steam or Valve, and I didn't know how to get into Steam or Valve to do it. Anyway, or Twitch. I knew how to get into Twitch. Anyway, that's a multi-output plugin. And there's that's his. And then there's Share Cox. Michael Goldie is my share. If you want to get Cox and you want to use it for me. One person's done that so far. I think. I don't know if other people have sponsorship or PayPal donation or become a Patreon member or a gift in kind or some type of relationship with me. Spacesbox is my website, but it's also my YouTube. Spacesbox.com is my website. YouTube is Spacesbox Michael Goldie. Live is my Steam gaming and streaming and all about game footage and games. It's michaelgoldie.live is the website. simracingwithmichael.com is the website. The streaming place is Sim Racing with Michael. It's all about sim racing, like stuff like Moza's there. I've been trying to get cloud gaming supported on sim racing. michaelgoldie.com or search for Michael Goldie, possibly streaming on Odyssey or PureTube. This is Proton Mail service. It's up here also. There are links, and then these three links are, I think, to PayPal, Patreon, and to PayPal, Patreon, and donation. I think. I'm not sure, but I'm sure. And then this is a video of my widescreen, and just the same links, and then same stuff, and then this is what's on my screen right now. It's my badges. I went to CES 2025 and 2026. One says media, and the other one should be media also, but they changed it to content creator, and I talked to them, and they said that it was media, so I don't know if the other content creators were media or just me or all of them were. I don't know the rules there. And then these are my sponsorship pages and everything here. Then these are different links that I have. These are different links I have. This is my PayPal if you want to donate to me by PayPal or member or Patreon. And this is Patreon or PayPal or donation. This is I was in the Salvation Outgoing program for 6 months, and then I was also in a friendship shelter for 6 months. I've been homeless other places, but those are the places I were most, and then I was homeless at my dad's office and other places. But anyway, Salvation Army Outgoing program was a drug-free. It was a non-drug program. It was just going to work. I worked at Best Buy, friendship shelter. I was disabled and got in their housing program. I'm still in their housing program right now. These are my badges from CES. This is on the left side is my badge. These are the two badges that show that I'm media. This is my third badge in the middle with Innovex saying that I'm media. And then I do have this thing. I was media, but they gave me this content creator badge. And then this is up here is my dad and me. When he's at North St. Rome, he's a disabled guy. He had a brain tumor and he died. And he was my life coach. He worked his ass off doing everything for people in medicine. And he loved people. He did whatever he could do to save the patient and whatever to do to have a life. And he did a real good job taking care of his kids, his wife, his family, and he was just an amazing doctor. Knew a lot of people that he knew. He took care of. I met some of them. And this is right below is how much I get. It says ZI. It says 11,000. It doesn't say 11,000. It says $1,199. Anyway, that basically shows what I'm trying to show in this video is basically an update. I'm trying to get to Computex, but this does show that these are my two badges and my third badge, and then this shows how much money I'm currently making. Confirmation. This is me, and this is a video. This is a picture of me and my dad, who is a veteran. I do have USA coverage. I've been having problems with USA. I don't know why, but this is me and with my dad, who's a veteran. My brother is also a veteran. These are some ads that I use sometimes run at the end. This is charities I hope you support. I do have veteran charities on charities I hope you support. Please check them out. I also have other charities like Child's Place Charity. We have Friendship Shelter. We have Salvation Army. Other charities like that too. And we also have my X profile. I did do some posting on X today. If you want to look at that, it's at x.com/_MJG. This is my Hubi Michael Goldie profile. Most of my current blog is on Hubi Michael Goldie.
This shows
this
the
is
boat. What's
stuff about the
actually
boat
on the
possible
lake right now. This is
going
why
jet
I don't
skiing
think
or
they
water
say this
skiing or
boat
something
goes
done
around, and they say
on
there's
the
no boat
water
service
at
seen.
the
There's
lake
no one
here
doing
and
any
also in
work on the
Michhaelguldelive.
lake.
This is me again. See, my hands are up. My phone. This is my new iPhone from Mobile Supply, the iPhone Pro 50 Max. It looks like I thought it was with Access Wireless, but it says that iWireless. So I guess Access sold me to iWireless, or they're owned by the same company. That's a mobile lifeline, and I'm disabled right now. That's why I have it. When I lose my Lifeline says I'll either have to pay them or I may move to Mint Mobile or something. I don't know if I don't know what's going to be the cheapest and what gives me the best. Or I might go to Google. I might be work with Google and do Google Mobile because they can do it in other countries other than the United States or find a country. Then I do volunteer at the pantry. This is the pantry.
Hi, this is
I work
Michael
at
with
Salina Catholic Church
Spacesbox.
sometimes. And
Hey, this
book,
is Michhaelguldelive with
bookstore stuff.
This shows the boat. What's actually on the.
That's my badges again. Anyway, like I said, I'm trying to get to these events. I'm trying to get to LAN parties. This is why the guy's playing on his computer is right beside me ahead. Also, just to different things. There's a LAN party at LANFest. If you can go to LANFest.com, or there's other places to look for LAN parties. Those are places where you take your computer and you play a game with another person. You can also take your Xbox and you can play with other people with the Xbox, I think, too. And you can also take PlayStation 5. This is basically area where people to get to, or if you have, some people will bring their Wii or whatever game console they have and go in there and play with other people. Just it's a bunch of people usually joining the time and play. Sometimes some of these places people will donate food or people will buy food and you can get food there, or some people will put a donation pile where you can have anybody's food. One place I went to, San Diego LandParty.net. I do have 2 or 3 videos of theirs. This one guy made a chicken with jalapeno. It's really, really tasty. It's barbecue with chicken. It was barbecue ribs with jalapeno stuff, and it was spicy, but it was really spicy, nice and tasty. It was a great event to go to. There's also other events to go to. Also, just like hanging out and playing games, and Michhaelguldelive is my gaming channel. Check that out. I do have most of these also listed right now on the my other on Opage on I think on streaming on Odyssey, and then also possibly putting on Pure 2. I want to work it with Google to make things work, but I've been having problems with some copyright and some other issues. I got in trouble for a copyright strike on a guy that sang a song in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, the guy in Las Vegas was trying to do his best by it, and I got mad. I'm really mad. I grabbed him out. I was really almost going to beat him up because it was that physically painful for me to get a strike because the guy was singing a song and it came back as a copyright strike. It wasn't the person. It wasn't imitator. He was actually singing the song. He did a great job on the job. I just thought, it was a copyright strike. And it pissed me off. I was at Vegas at CES at the time. I was worried that I was going to lose my ability to post about CES. Anyway, this is my badges again. I was at that event, and I was there the whole week. I stayed from Saturday to Saturday, and I was like Friday to Saturday, the next Saturday, and then I did have a friend that I met up at the event. It was named Seth. We went out and hanged out. He's a great guy. I'm hoping he's okay. I'm worried about him. I haven't talked to him recently. He's a musician. If you see my other links in my link section, he's the one. What's the he's the simplyamused.com, simplyamuseband.com. He knows that he does that. He also teaches Go. That's a strategy based game, and some other things. He's really smart, but he's also does banking stuff really well. Where he can, if you wanted to have somebody that's great on taking care of your books, he'd probably a great person to do it. Anyway, but he's also a great singer. I love his music, and I love and support him the best I can. Anyway, I appreciate all y'all watching. Thank you for having fun, and I appreciate your time. Thank you again. This is Michael again, Goldie. Also, I did try to do this earlier. I'm trying to. This is a letter to Patrick White. I was asking him about. It's the same place. This is the Rancho Santa Margarita. It's where they have the boat that I thought, well, why don't they have water skiing and jet skiing and all that stuff? But there's also benches out there, and there's a lady that died in 9/11. And you see my podcast, it's a lady that died in a plane that crashed into the World Trade Center somewhere, and her family buried her there, and everybody goes there to support her. But I would love to see there's benches there that have people's names on them, and it's just like Laguna Beach. And I'd love to see people be able to buy them, but I don't see anywhere to see anything about buying a bench or even finding a bench that has, how much it would cost to pay for a donation to get your name put on that bench. Because I might want to do it with some family that I might have lost anyway, or my dad or something. I love, since I'm living up in Rancho Santa Margarita. I also had another letter that I have, if I can find it. It was for. It's for this company, and it's a company in Taiwan. It's AIG. I was going to send them a letter just saying thanks for being good enough to meet me at CES and talk to me, and I would love products to review and all that stuff, but just the opportunity to get to know them. And also, I will actually say thank you to MSI. MSI was really nice to let me do a lot of videos in their booth. And you'll see a lot of the footage in my CS folder or playlist on YouTube on this channel, and also there's a lot of it in the playlist on the CS 2026 folder, and also on the podcast. Check that out. Check. There's other things. I supposedly even got podcast for a day somewhere along the way. And Landfest thought it was fun, but I don't know if that ever happened or if it did. I never got anything in my email saying I did, but that would have been awesome for Landfest and for being a bill for land partying and because I love land partying. I love hanging out with people and talking and playing games, and it used to be fun. I used to go to a place called. A computer store in Amarillo called CPU, and that used to be a cool place to go and get computer parts and talk to people. And they had like 3 or 4 LANs there, and that was fun. Then there's one that they had one and there was one in Lubbock called Hubland that was fun to go to. And then there was also by Rubber Ducky, and then there was another LAN party. Pirate had a LAN party in the Texas A&M school, and then I had another friend, Death in Texas, that used to have LAN parties in Clovis, and then I had some other LAN parties that I've gone to. And the last LAN party has been this one down in San Diego, and then I did go to there was a casino about 30 miles away from it, 45 minutes from it, and I did see that. And then I did take a video of that guy who was selling stuff at his hut, and he was trying to sell all his different products. And he had some honey that he wanted to sell for I think $20 a nice mason jar size of honey. It looked really nice. I was hoping he had something like a half a mason jar so I could get it for 10. But the honey really looked tasty, and it had different flavors. And then he also had some different plants and stuff. He was selling that. He was right beside the Swing casino. It's real close to it anyway. And it was fun to go to. And the casino actually did pretty good for an Indian casino. I usually don't win at, but sometimes I do win at some of these Indian casinos. I am trying to hope that Los Angeles can somehow get high-speed rail from Los Angeles to Las Vegas somehow completed, and then we get some high-speed rail across from San Diego to Portland, or to where my niece was going to school at, or working at the in Washington, and also from maybe wherever the high speed rail is, going up to the to Las Vegas, there could be another branch from that going the whole way down I-40, since it's I-40, and go I-40 the whole way to the East Coast. And then the East Coast, there would be one from the East Coast from Florida to, because we could do high-speed rail again. I think it's possible. They have the high-speed rail in Japan, and they do have earthquakes in Japan, and they can do earthquakes there, and they do have snows and all that type of inconsistent weather they have. Then high-speed rail could be possible, and also high-speed rail would be interesting to have. And also, I did see on some stuff. I did take take a ride home from my sister and me. I had some issues, and I said I just wanted to go home, so I walked to the train station, it was metro train station, and ran around the beach, and went from the K line to the E line to the blue line, and took the blue line to Long Beach. And on the way to Long Beach, I got off at in Watts, and got to the grocery store, got some spicy candy in the grocery store in Watts, and then got back on and went the whole way to Long Beach, and then got on the 1, then took that to the 89 in Laguna Beach, and then took the 89 up. On the way from 89 to, I did stop in, another day I did go in, there's another spicy Mexican place to get spicy candy, and there by the library on Lake Forest, but there's by the library in Lake Forest, but there's also one here in Rancho Santa Margarita by the post office. There's also a lot of neat things on 89. I do have a podcast for 89 right now, and that's Route 89 that goes from Laguna Beach the whole way to from Laguna Beach to Rancho Santa Margarita. It's only cost $8 on the metro on the OCTA line, and it's actually a pretty good deal right now. That's if you're having problems with the gas prices being so high. I wish Iran would work out things with the United States, and also I wish that we somehow Yugoslavia and Russia could work out things. The world is a unique and wonderful place, and we should be happy in this world that we live in. And thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.